Hello and welcome to another, well, not so much a Solana tutorial, to another how to make money with Solana name service. My voice is still cracking and I try not to talk too much today, but I do want to show you something. Okay, so in the last video we talked about Solana domains and we quickly touched on that bulk search, which is not available anymore. So I coded myself my own freaking thing where essentially I check if a domain name is available. Essentially just check for the account of the domain name. So I'm putting a domain name and then I get the account. That's neatly handled by the SPL name service library, and then I can just check if that account info exists. If that gives me anything back, then I can say it's registered, and if it's not registered, I can say, yo, it's available. That's all this thingy does here. So I can run it, whoa, I can run it like this with a name. So I can say dash name and then Solandy. It will tell me after it connected, yeah, Solandy is already claimed, and that is the public key of the account. And if I say Solandy sucks, that's totally not a thing. So it's available. I can do the same thing with a list. So I can just create a file like this with Solandy and Solandy sucks, and then go through the dash list and put in my file name. Oh wait, you didn't see that. Hold on. Maybe let's go that way. Boom. And then it tells me which domains are available. So if I wanted to get that, I could. Okay, that's the background. So far, so easy. Now, what we can do with this is provide this tool with a shit ton of names that we potentially want to register, and then will tell us which one we can still register. So, what would be good things to register? Well, first thought is something really short, like very short domains. But since they changed that short domains, you need to register them for a higher price anyway. I don't want to go for any combination of like very short is not a good idea. Maybe something like Web 3, Web 4, Web 3.0. That's just something that comes to mind now. Domains. And we'll probably say that none of them are available. Yep, none of them are available. That's what I expected. But let's compile a longer list of stuff that we could potentially register. Like, let's go list of English names. Names.txt. There we go. That's a long list of names. Click here to download. I save that as. Now, the thing with that. Oh, what? Wow. Oh, hold on. That, okay. Okay, hold on a second. The thing we did not think about is that all of the domains are, of course, lowercase. So we quickly need to change that here. This thing is lower. Let's see what that does then. Yeah, that looks better. Oh, look, what? There are actually, what? That many names are still available? I can't afford that many names. Really? That many names are still available? I thought I would like find 2 or 3 or something. Well, like, holy moly. That's a lot of names that are still available. I am impressed. Because the one thing that I want to have as a domain, the first thing I want to have, is my own name. So that I can have solandy.sol, that people can send me sol to solandy.sol. I mean, maybe some people just want to be anonymous anyway, but what the hell? That many? I think you're just effing with me now. I think you're not even checking accounts. But yeah, let's check. For instance, Mark. Is Mark really still available? No, it's not. So we have a bug in our... Oh, it could be unclaimed. Yeah. It's not available, but it's not claimed. Oh, that's the problem. So somebody bought it for 50, but they didn't get... Ah, damn it. Ah, that makes the whole thing much more complicated now. Because how do I find out if there was a bid on that? Like if it's... I'm assuming that's gonna be the case for most of them. Morgan. Unavailable. Somebody bought it for 20 and didn't claim. Ah, okay. Okay, so we need to improve on our goddamn script a bit. Now, how would I do that? First, print out more information here. So, for Mark, this would be the address. And what we can see here is that there is nothing there yet. It's not claimed yet, but it was part of some transactions before. So that's a use case now for an RPC provider, giving us some historical transactions. We're not just interested in the state of Solana, which, because the state is there is nothing there, but we're interested in historical stuff on what happened on this before. And that I've never done before, so maybe, hey, it's a good time to learn. So let's go ahead and learn some stuff. Like how we can fetch this stuff. Okay, first attempt. Let's just see what we can do with the connection. Is there anything that would give us like a signatures for address? That sounds like something. Returns confirmed signatures for transactions involving an address backwards in time from the provided signature or most recent confirmed. That looks good, because a signature is a transaction ID essentially. And that looks good. That looks pretty much like what we need. Okay. So, let's go back. Let's rename that if the account doesn't exist. Gotta do a bit more stuff. You require an address. I'll just give you that public key from Mark. And then, what do you return, yo? Confirmed transaction signature info. Let's just see what that looks like. Cool. Nice. Amazing. I love it. We got signatures, 3 signatures, and that's the same that also the Explorer tells us here. The too low and the 40G. So the too low to the 40G. Amazing. Now, if I had an address not claimed, hold on, let's say the O becomes 3, then the output will be an empty array. Amazing. I love that. Okay, so what we can do, we check for signatures of the account public key. What things did you need to do? You need to start the auction, bid on the auction, and then win the auction. That's essentially all you need to do, right? So even when I can just find one transaction, it's probably already taken. So yeah, let's go with that rule for now and see if we find anything interesting. Maybe when you register the domain, you don't actually use the account yet. I'm not sure. I would need to read into the source code of the bonfida, and I'm not even sure if that's available, because I don't think so. I didn't find it. which sucks because when I tried to implement this, the only thing that I found that was available from there was the deploy to SPL name service with IPFS. But nothing of the actual source code is open, or at least I didn't find, so that sucks. Anyway, so let's say if transactions, if there are some transactions in that list, unclaimed but probably not available. Let's do that again then. There we go. That looks more like what I expected when I run through names. Oh, Cassandra is available. And Joelle is available. Is that true though? No. There is something here. It just didn't find it apparently. Okay, no, this looks good now. For Mallory, there I don't find any. Mallory might actually not be taken. But that's also there you go. That's actually one that is available. But it's also not a very common name. I've never heard of it. Wow, I'm really dark. Holy, maybe I should turn on some lights. Or open the window blinds at least a bit. Now the question is, why do we still get so many? Chill, for instance. I don't think that Chill is available. Yeah, and there is a transaction here. Question is, why did my RPC provider not find it? Pretty sure Marlene is taken. No? Marlene is not taken? Ooh. Maybe I take her. Because that's a name I actually like. If only I had my... This is so ridiculous. It's down another 50% since I last made that video. Holy what? Why? Market be crazy. Whatever. Bonfida, why don't you just let us buy it in USDC? Now if I ever want to buy that, like, it's probably gonna cost me like 40 feeder. So if I ever bought feeder, this is... Why don't... I mean, you want us to... I start to not like bonfida anymore. I'm just not fond of their choice. Like, why? It's just... this is not helping your token, is it? Anyhow, I'm just bitter that I lost a third of my net worth. Anyhow, so Marlene is available. But I still get way too many false positives. Why? I think if it's too far back in time, then the RPC provider just doesn't know it anymore. Even if I use the one from Genesis Go. I assume if I use a public one, then I'm even more effed. You know what, let's write the available ones to an output file. Because I think if I run it several times, I also get other results. So now the first one was Mark. If I rerun it, the first one is Courtney. So it also kind of a bit depends on, I guess, which RPC I get and how much history they have saved. I'm going to turn the light on. Because that's up to the RPC to provide us with that historical data, right? So depending on which one I connect to, they might have more or less. So because that's not like, there we're not deterministic anymore. Because we're not talking about the pure state of Solana. We're talking about historic things. We're talking about historic state. And that is much more complicated. That was one of the reasons why the shadow drive was invented, such that we can have it all in one place to probably query. But anyway, that's why I'm so excited about the shadow drive as well. But for now, let's just make a file out of this and see what we can find. We don't need to do this like super neatly, but just... So, how many lines are in that? This has 18,000 names. Okay, maybe I don't want to go all 18,000. Actually, first let's go with just my test and then my out file, just to see if that works. Solandy sucks as an available domain, and the output then has Solandy sucks. Nice. And do the same thing again, but with a lot more. And then we have a list of potential names that I'm pretty sure Ashley is not available. Come on. Well, Explorer says it is, but that's even held by someone already. A-S-H Lee. Oh, it's differently spelled. Ashley, like this. Ah, okay, but it's again been taken. So it doesn't work 100% my neat little script. If it was taken but unclaimed, then my script still sees it as might be available. Sometimes some of them it can find, but yeah, you always need to still double check, which sucks. Madeleine, really? Really? No, you kidding. I bought that one. I'm pretty sure I bought Madeline. Oh, it's Madeline. Okay. Madeline. Okay, because Madeleine I bought. Nope, wrong. That goes here. This one fine? Yeah, it's already even 6 months ago. Yeah, it's unavailable, but it's like not claimed. Yeah. Hey, at least we. Whoa! And somebody paid good money for that and didn't claim it. Was it me? Let me check my Sol domains. I bid on this one, but I got outbid. That's how that was. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I remember now. I got outbid on this one. In our output, we now have, a list of potential candidates of names that we could potentially register, except most of them will probably already be registered. So my script is not like 100%. God damn it. But what we can now do, because I'm interested in how that would work, or if that would help, say output 2 and our input is the output from the previous. Let's see if I run it again and check the names again, it will give me the exact same results. Kinda looks like it. Output 2 has 77 lines and we started with 81. So okay, it pushed out a few and yeah, okay, so we'd have to run it again and again and hope that an RPC provider properly tells us if there are any signatures for that. And there's not more that I can do than just call this, I think. Yeah, but I do want to end it here. I will publish this on GitHub if you want that script. We did learn something today. We did learn how to get past transactions. And we did also learn, and maybe that's even more important, that working with historical data from Solana is much more difficult than working with the state, because the state you can easily query. Past stuff depends on whether the RPC can serve it or not. Even with the current stuff, it's depending on the RPC if we can serve it, if we do some stuff like get program accounts, but still easier than this. So yeah, if you have like use cases of find all the transactions that interacted with my program, it's not easy to get a 100% result. You get a good result from past transactions, but as soon as the RPC drops historical data, you don't get that anymore. Like if I wanted to find out who interacted with the fee redeemer program, I can do so, but I can't get a full list, like a comprehensive 100% of everyone list. Yeah, at least not easily. At least not easily. Anyway, I'm gonna go rest my voice again and go lie down in bed again and go do my laundry, lol. And I will see you in the next video. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you used the tool and if it was helpful for you. For some basic existence checks, like if you want to do a few things, that's like, it can be quite helpful. Things that are obviously gone or obviously available. It's just sometimes ignoring the fact that a domain can be unclaimed and therefore still not available. Yeah, but the unclaimed domains, some of them get restarted by bonfida. So I think this Friday, actually, let me check, I put it in my calendar. No, this Saturday, bonfida releases a bunch of unclaimed domains that was voted on in their DAO. stuff like apple.sol and whatnot. Quick little update. As I edit my video, some of the domains have already been restarted. It's now Saturday evening. The auctions run again for 7 days. They restart them in 7 patches of, quite a few domains each. So easiest thing for you is to follow the bonfida Twitter. They will announce it. There you'll find the list for each day if you're interested in any of that stuff. So if you want to join in that fun, enjoy. I probably won't, or maybe I will. The thing is, I just don't have the capital to do that really, I guess. But it's more about the learning experience and the trying to make some nice scripts that can help us navigate the Solana space. Right, and with that, I want to say goodbye for tonight. Check out those videos. That was the one where I was talking about the Solana name service last. And I will see you in the next one. Till then.